Hey, how you doing, guys? We're going to be talking about, for this week's topic, monitor calibration and if it's right for you. Of course, it all depends. If you're the average user, you may not know or even care if you really need monitor calibration. Of course, unless the colors are totally whacked out, or you're big into gaming, or perhaps theater. As far as movies go, then yes, you might want to calibrate your monitor or TV as well. And it just depends. If you're not the average user, or you do something like graphic arts, photo or video editing, you might want to consider calibrating your monitor. And that's because you want it to look exactly the same on the computer as you print it out or export your photo or video out into the web or anywhere you're going to send it. And this is actually some of the problems I've had myself, and I'm going to show you an example right now, the before and after, because when I edit it in my editor of choice, Final Cut Pro 10, it actually comes out way too overexposed until I went into the settings and set it down to the calibration mode, and then when I export it out, it looks much better as far as that goes. And you can do this several ways. One, you can actually use Calibration Software, which is actually part of the Mac OS and or Windows. And you kind of have to do it by eyeball and use the different settings, which are, to me, still kind of cryptic if trying to figure out as well. And another thing you want to take a look at is actually the monitor itself. There's many settings in there to use to adjust it to different looks, as far as your primary colors, and some even go into further than that. Another problem also with monitors is they tend to inherently add colorization to enhance your particular experience that you're looking to do for as far as gaming, movies, media, things like that. And that tends to throw off accurate color representation and exposure. So you want to kind of get the flattest picture you can. And also another way of doing it too is hardware calibration. There's several models out there, and I'm thinking of getting the Spider, I think it's version 3 or 5, I can't remember. But using the hardware calibration, it actually uses a sensor along with software you install on the computer itself, rather than using your eyeball. As you can see, I wear glasses, and of course my age kind of, well, my sight is not as well as accurate. So the sensor and software, I think, is probably the most accurate way of doing it. So give you my thoughts, or give you your thoughts on monitor calibration. I mean, do you think you use it for yourself for various uses as far as photo, video editing, or graphic work, sending out to a printer?